Hi, Chris Belfer here. In today's video, I really want to share the 3 ways that people stop being in their body. And as a healer and a coach for the last almost 20 years now, I've really noticed that a lot of people really haven't been in their body and they spend a lot of time in their head. And, over the years, you really see you know, the the causation of what's going on when we spend so much more time in our head. And, I've been there, and in all truth, I kind of stumbled upon this technique to bring yourself back into your body and work through your various issues, whether it's a physical pain, emotional hurt, or a blockage of some sort. And really, why it's important is really just the difference I've felt personally and the things I see in clients from more calmness, confidence, more at ease, spending less time in their head, right? We're always stuck in our heads, thinking about, work or job or whatever's going on in our heads. And, we've kind of, over the years, just kind of forgot to get into our bodies. And the practice, and that's really the practice of embodiment. And what I've noticed my own self is really like a reconnection of myself where, I really feel more in my body, more present, more aware. There's a lot more joy and happiness that emanate from me. I've gotten in touch with that, um, that kid energy that I used to have, more fun and more joy. And, yeah, so, and I show this technique to clients. But really, today's videos are like the ways that we stop. The first way is really avoidance. We really try to avoid getting back into our bodies. It's not like something we didn't know as a kid. As a child, we were in our bodies and our heads. But over the years, with culturally, we've kind of been conditioned to get out of our bodies and stuck in our heads. Whether that's TVs or video games, Netflix, whatever the case may be. But it might be simply, you may not even do any of those things, but it's an avoidance of just thinking that it's going to require more work or more time, right? And we don't have the time to to do the work. And a lot of times people, even from meditation, a lot of times meditation is still just keeping you in your head. There's no real uh, you know there are not a lot of techniques to calm or get yourself back in your body. So the second way we stop is we feel it's going to be painful. We feel if we kind of start to explore, maybe some of our feelings or some of our hurts or some pains that we may be experiencing, we feel like it's going to be painful. And, you might experience some pain in the treatment or in the session, but really um, it's not the kind of pain. This isn't this therapy where we rehash, our old wounds, or we stumble upon, something that we was hidden, beneath the shadows that we didn't want to experience, right? But we do want to touch on areas that might be a little bit prickly. You might feel some emotion come up, and that's great because now you're finally going to let it go. Our bodies is really a vehicle of storage. Just like your garage is a storage, our body is a storage. And once you realize that connection between your mind and your body, you start to feel it. It's no different than, when you have stress at work, all of a sudden you start to get a headache, or, things are, you're having issues with in a relationship, you might get some back pain. There's no difference. And that's your body trying to tell you, like, hey, my body's over here, wake up. But we just kind of ignore it, right? We just think, oh, I'll just give it some medication. I hurt my back, lifting that box. That might be why. And it may be, but it may not be, right? So it's really just a way to explore what may be going on inside the body. And the third step and final step is we think it's hard. From someone who's been meditating for 15 years and teaching meditation to people, the biggest thing is people tell me I can't meditate. I don't know how to meditate. And it's really a simple practice. It's kind of like riding a bike. You may have learned, when you were a kid, you had this embodiment practice, you knew that embodiment, and over time you kind of haven't done it in a while, you might have forgotten. It's just building muscle back up. Or if you're a gym rat and you've taken a year off because of COVID, right? You haven't been in the gym. And if you go back, maybe when you were, working out every day, you were, pushing up some big weight. When you go back, you're not going to be able to push up that same weight, right? It's the same idea as that muscle's been lost, and it's just restoring that muscle again. And so those are the 3 steps. I really show people how to get their minds and bodies connected, and how you can work through, once you realize that, work through various issues in your body. And I teach all that to people. And if you're interested in learning more about what I can do and how I can help you, or, the first step is, I'm going to put a calendar below here for you, and just check it out and book a session. In that session is completely free. It's maybe 15-20 minutes. And in that session, we're just going to explore what's really going on and if I can help you. And if I can, we'll set up, some sessions to figure out what needs to be done. That part, obviously isn't free. But I really want to help people. It's nothing, outrageously expensive. My goal is to help as many people as I can, and it's a simple process. And the more, you learn this process, the more you can really start to work and heal yourself. Anyways, first step is really just booking a free session, and we can talk. Take care. Have a good day. Talk to you soon.